Bounty Hunter, Hero of the Future.
The story of Bounty Hunter is about a young man by the name of Coney Jenkins who is selling drugs to get himself and his mother out of the hood, and with his best friend Johnny Williams they set out to do that. And one night they are close to their goal and they go to a different area to get a couple of quick sales and get enough money so they can make a move. And during this transaction, Melvin gets bopped over the head and kidnapped by this guy, Tony Vegas, who in turn takes him to Xenotech and a Dr. Hans Elxerod, who wants to restore the Nazi regime because he himself is the lone product of the Nazi genetic experiments. What he wants to do is create the perfect man, and in his case it's not Homo sapiens, it's Homo mutanus. And he's been experimenting for the last couple of years. He's had some success, but the earlier creatures are nothing more than mindless, muscle-bound men. Melvin is one of the first ones to actually survive the experiments intact with his full set of knowledge and everything else. So from there, he promptly uses his power to escape, and then from there he breaks free. At this time, the radiation and fluid falls on top of Axelrod, and then from there, Axelrod kind of becomes the villain Mega Brain. Kind of my take off of how Batman and the Joker are linked with each other. So from here, Melvin does return home, but he does not face his mother, just for the sheer fact of he's trying to keep what he's been doing a secret. But at the same time, trying to do the right thing, Melvin does try to go back to Xenotech to let them know what's going on, and of course they don't believe him. Axelrod now, who's calling himself Mega Brain, wants to protect his secret. So from there, he sends Tony Vegas back to follow Melvin and to bring him back, and of course, if there's any witnesses to what's going on, to shut them up. So from there, Tony Vegas does kidnap Bounty Hunter's mother and tells him, you must come back to Xenotech at midnight in order to save your mom. Well, from there he has no other alternative but to go to an old friend, Charles Jones. And Charles actually works for the government in military design, and he's working on a military type battlesuit for the government that's totally untested. So he reluctantly gives Bounty Hunter, my guy Melvin, the suit, and thus becomes Bounty Hunter. And he goes after the doctor to go, and he goes to Xenotech to rescue his mom. And then from there, the whole story takes place. The main gist of Bounty Hunter is to combat racism. If most people don't see it that way, but Melvin encounters a lot of the stereotypes that African Americans encounter. But also, as the story goes deeper into what's going on, it'll also question, what do we consider normal? What does normal mean to you? What does normal mean to anybody, especially those who may be disabled or anything like that? And it makes a lot of sense. It also not only deals with racism from a black standpoint, go across several cultures and different continents, to mention social class as well. So from here, throughout all of this, it'll make people question, but at the same time, I want it to be a good read.